half or 3 weeks, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Where are we? Well,
for about two and a half.
I think tomorrow is 3 weeks. Tomorrow's 3 weeks.
Tomorrow is 3 weeks for Channel 2, our local news to have been off the air. I'm sitting here on the east side with Lee Bourne, the weatherman. Lee, how are you?
Ex-weatherman.
No. Well, once a weatherman, always a weatherman.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. I have some friends that said, Lee, you'll always be our weatherman.
And you will, too.
And hey, that makes me feel good.
For more than 8.5 years, Lee Bourne, a meteorologist by...
I am. I have a degree in meteorology, meteorologist by trade.
Has been giving us the weather, and not just the weather, folks. The accurate weather here in Flagstaff, Arizona is no mean thing. For 8.5 years, Lee, what's it like not doing the weather anymore on a regular basis?
Well, it's actually a nice break, but a little bit of getting used to, Tyrus. I used to live and breathe the weather, and, I used to say there's no such thing as the Dow of weather for me. There's no waking up and being like, oh, it's sunny, or, oh, hey, it's raining. That's great. I mean, constantly got to be on the computer, constantly looking at it, and last few weeks I've been enjoying the break of just really not even checking the weather out too much.
Well, I got to tell you, we're over here on the east side. His kids are inside working on science projects with their friends.
That's right.
He's got the tomatoes are just coming in now. The apples look like they're almost ready to pick.
Well, the apples are ready to pick. This huge apple tree is actually my neighbor's, but there's several hundred on there, delicious green apples.
Well,
so
the
it's
rules.
Apple everything this time of year.
If it's falling on your side of the fence, you can eat it.
Oh, yeah, and he shares. There's so many apples, and, when they're falling, they're ready to go.
Right. So, Lee, what do you plan on doing now that you're not doing? You're not giving us the weather. I mean, I got to tell you, Flagstaff, half of Flagstaff is going through extreme withdrawal. Lee Bourne is no longer with us on a regular basis.
Yeah, I'm going through withdrawal myself, but it's going to take some figuring out. I'm kind of in a limbo world trying to see what I can do. Definitely staying here in Flagstaff, this house I have here, mainly due to my wife, brilliant engineer over at Gore with a great job.
Whoa, congratulations.
Yeah. So, we're staying in Flag. We're pretty...
He's staying in Flag, everybody. Yeah. Stop writing those letters.
So we're staying in Flag, and so I've got to try to figure something else out. I would love to still be able to do weather in some capacity, although there's not that many vehicles for it right now. Possibly Flag News or something if we can work something out. But last few weeks I've just been trying to weigh my options and see what I might end up doing.
I'm sure you have lots of offers rolling in from all over the country, Mr. Bourne.
Well, not entertaining anything from outside the immediate area.
No. Lee Bourne is a local, not just a local celebrity. He's a citizen here. His kids go to school here. His wife works here. He's one of us. He's a part of the community. And I got to tell you, I'm not just joking about that. You're a celebrity in this town. People have depended on you for years to give them an accurate forecast. And a lot of people out there miss you, Lee.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. It was a great gig for me over there. I really found my niche at Channel 2, and, you definitely become a celebrity when you've been on TV in this town for 8.5 years, and definitely a recognizable figure, and it's one of the most fun parts of the job, Tyrus, is getting out there in town and people saying hello to me and just meeting a ton of people that you wouldn't otherwise meet, if you didn't have this job, and I'm sure you get it as well, and it's pretty cool. You get great access to the community as well, so it's cool stuff.
I don't get nearly as much access as you do, I got to tell you, because, a lot of people tune into our show, thousands and thousands of people, but, it's the weather that most of us tune into the news for in anyway, because we've all seen the car wrecks and all the fires, houses on fire, but the news is one thing we depend on to run our daily, lives, so it's sorely missed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big loss for the community, no 2 News in general, but I think, the weather's an important part of Northern Arizona life, and that's why I also love being a meteorologist here. It mattered to people, and people really appreciated a quality weather forecast, and I enjoyed giving it to them, so hopefully we maybe can figure something out and still be able to do that in the future.
Lee, do you miss it?
I miss it, of course. I mean, I've been doing it for 8.5 years, so I'm kind of like, what do I do with myself? But I'm trying not to miss it and trying to just enjoy being able to be home in the evenings with my kids now, which I wasn't forever, and taking them to school early in the morning because I usually got home so late. I was rarely up early in the morning, and so trying to make the best out of the situation here.
Family time.
Yeah,
it's all about family time at the end of the day.
And not going to be unemployed forever, so I'm just enjoying it while I can here.
Great. Well, Lee, thanks for being with us today.
You got it.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll get to do some weather for us sometime.
Yeah. Hey.
Do you imagine any weather coming up in the near future for us here in Flagstaff?
Well, you know, funny you should mention that. It looks like no weather. Looks like monsoon is done. But we may see a little bit of rain. You could get some rain here and there, but we're drying out. Nice warm days and some cool nights in store. My last chance to get a little forecast out here. Or hopefully not last.
I love this.